What is he doing on YouTube or Twitch?
YouTube.
Cause I'm pretty sure I don't want to start talking about all this with freaking random people joining in. Like, oh, what are you guys talking about?
What are you guys talking about then? Yeah, I almost killed
What the
myself
fuck
at
they
work
doing over
today.
there? What the fuck they doing over there?
You know how easy it is to kill myself at work?
I mean, you
especially on a
have
construction site.
Yeah.
Sad Boy Hours #1.
But yeah,
Sad
dude,
Boy Hours podcast.
I don't know, man.
Motherfucker.
What is epic though, Jacob?
What
is
she
that
start
thing?
talking to you?
What?
What, she starts talking to you?
No, that hasn't changed. Anyways, what is epic though? Fuck you, dude. I forgot. Damn it. Anyways,
Do I put at Jacob Myers?
what is epic?
At Jacob
What-
Myers.
I just said epic. My fucking CC. What is epic? Is that I have a date after work tomorrow, so that's epic.
A date?
Hey, bro, that is not healthy, bro. I would not have done that for you.
What?
You're still grieving over a girl and you're going on a date. That's,
Yes.
I mean, it has a chance to work, so you could, meet someone new, but it's still a little
What?
weird. I mean, you still like Patty.
I mean, yeah, but like, what else am I gonna do? You stuck on her?
True. Oh, I don't know. It's been like, I don't know, a year?
Eat my ass.
Been over a year?
Eat my
Exactly.
fucking ass.
Exactly.
Eat my
You can't
fat,
say
juicy
shit.
fucking dump truck of an ass. No, I mean it's easier this time around though.
I forgot to put my YouTube
yeah.
channel.
It's only easier this time around because I've
Well,
completely
AJ, just
blocked
go
off, like,
on your
everything.
story and just be like, my bad, I forgot to add my YouTube channel, and then just put it.
You know what I mean? It's easier this time around because I completely blocked off everything.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good though that you're putting yourself out there.
And this is after like 3 weeks of getting to know her, so it's good.
Oh, it's been 3 weeks, and
Yeah.
you barely asked her out?
Well, I
I'm just
didn't
fucking with you,
know.
right? I'm just fucking with you.
Nigga, it took
Wait,
me
what do
3
you
months the
mean?
first time.
Wait, what do you
So,
mean you
who's the
didn't
lucky
ask her out?
lady?
It's just going on a date.
Wait, hold on, what do you mean she didn't ask you out?
What?
Wait.
What are you talking?
just said-
Jacob, hold up, pause. What are you talking about?
You said you said that you didn't ask her out.
Ask who out?
The girl. I don't know
Well, I
her
mean-
name,
We're going on a date, and then we'll see from there.
but
Simple as that.
did you ask her out? Or did she ask you out? God, it's not that hard.
Oh no, I asked her to go on a date. Yes.
Oh my god, Jesus. I didn't think it took that much effort to say yes or no.
I'm swimming in pussy, Jesus.
Like, my god, bro, it's just a common
Yeah.
question. I'm not asking how many windows are in freaking North Dakota. No, I'm asking who's
Nigga,
Oh God,
the
Spoiter!
is in the perfect shape right now.
Who's behind me? Who's attacking me? Who's in my ass?
Does it look like my brain is in the best shape right now, bro? No,
Just don't kill yourself. Only I can do that.
bro, what?
Yeah, remember I told him he could do it after he, turns 12.
Before I turn 30.
Make it
No.
12.
Before I turn 30.
After, do it after you turn 12. That's
Before I
pretty
turn
easy.
30. I think there's a spider in my home.
Ooh, I do not care. I'm gonna be honest. I do not.
Well, this is a Sad Boy Hours podcast.
That's also
It's
Alright,
already
so you're saying
live.
it's on,
Everything's live. Everything's on.
Nice.
yeah.
Don't worry. It's not on my Beyblade channel. It's on my gaming channel.
No, I don't really care about the channels.
Alright.
But sometimes I forget you have both, so I don't know which is worse.
Hellstormraider 2002 is gaming. 321 Go Shoots Beyblade.
I'm aware.
Now time to shoot some motherfuckers.
Okay, that's...
But aren't you playing Minecraft?
Yes, with a bow.
The kids at Columbine.
Oh god.
Bro, this is supposed to be a Sapphire Hour podcast, not...
Yeah,
Not Columbine Remembrance Day.
Emotions. Let's bring them out, boys.
Fuck your emotions, you psychopath.
He said emotions.
Or problems.
What kind of emotions did you think the kids went through when they were getting shot at?
Just put it to light, bro. Whatever's wrong with you.
What's wrong with me?
Like mentally, emotionally, you know, shit like that. Like I can't listen to music anymore because it's like
Stop
not
sprouting.
that I can't listen to it, but like music used to make me happy and now it doesn't.
No, it doesn't, bro. I mean, it kind of makes me happy, I guess, but not really. It's more like a vibe.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I could like somewhat jam out to, but it's not like. It's not
What
like
the
that feeling
fuck are my
back in, like,
potatoes?
freaking when I was a kid.
Oh,
Yeah. I feel you.
Did I do it? Was that it? That was it. Alright.
Oh hell no, I'm fast traveling over there, bro. You're gonna have to.
how the fuck do I plant a potato? Does it have to be raw?
From Saint Denis all the way over here. The treasure map.
Your penis, let me tickle.
Adrian, there are times where you don't have to talk, and that was one of them.
Especially the fact that we're in a podcast now.
Oh, fuck.
I'm playing right now.
I did not want to place glass.
Nigga, bro, you didn't want to play what?
Place.
Speak English,
Glass.
bro. Oh.
Speak English.
Speak of the English?
Now I'll speak a new woo,
English.
motherfucker. Get out of my pig pen, you zombie, and you midget zombie!
I was gonna say something so gay.
Oh, racism.
Ha 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 ha! Give me XP, motherfucker. Stay in there, Bertha.
My nigga, why?
That's my cow.
I don't give a fuck about your cow.
You already named your cow?
Yes. I have 27 chickens and I've named all of them.
Nigga, what?
Someone couldn't give this man attention.
Now I gotta make more of them. Ooh, eggs! Close the door! Close the door! Close the door! Close the door! 2 of them went out. They're gonna get executed now.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Y'all are gonna be food in the arrows. Thank you very much.
Cool, I got a treasure map, and now
They best understand if they leave, they're gonna get chopped.
I wish I had a treasure map. Treasure map to our heart.
Dude, that broke the shit out of me so much.
What,
Like,
treasure maps?
no, nigga, no, you know what broke it. You know what broke it.
I was like a treasure map? Treasure maps? I didn't know
Ow.
you were such a fan of treasure maps.
Ah, Treasure Island. Yes, I've seen that movie.
Yeah, I know some of these words.
Oh god, the seeds! Alright, make more children.
Speak the mobile. Oh, but yeah, I mean, like, you know,
Who could still produce?
like it's just.
I literally have to open a door for XP.
No fun thing is though, is that I'm pretty sure I'm turning into Brian.
Oh god.
Being depressed?
Go on.
Because
Oh, I know where this is going. Go on.
No, go. I want to see what you say first.
No. No. You were already on a tangent. Go on.
Well, what do you mean? Like
I will suck you clean. Finish what you were saying.
What?
Brian.
Jacob. Finish what you were saying.
And you say I'm the gay one.
Bro.
Finish what you were saying. Finish what you were saying.
We're in a podcast.
Cállate, queer.
I'm not here. Just finish what you were saying, man.
Well, actually, I don't know if I'm turning into Ryan or if I'm becoming worse.
I think Brian's influenced you too much.
In what way, though, Jacob?
Romantically.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. You saying me influencing you, I'm like, there's many things wrong with me, so you gotta be a little specific.
No, I'm not saying you're influenced. I'm not saying you're influenced.
I said that.
Jesus Christ, Brian.
yeah, I know, but God, yeah. I mean, like now it's just like every time I think about it, I'm just like, oh, that's
Either my TV's blurry or my eyes are wonky.
I don't care. It's it like it doesn't hurt as much as it used to. Like, does it still hurt? Obviously.
You see, Brian, it hurts even more.
Mhm.
I thought by now I would have been like, alright, you know.
I have to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of my ass.
Just gotta accept it. Move on or no. Cause now I'm also gonna be going over a year.
Is what it is, brother.
You see, at least you're trying to move on. I haven't. I'm not even trying.
Look, dude, like I've tried being that.
And no matter what she does, no matter what I do, I've tried it. I can't. I'm not even jealous. I mean, I kind of am, but I can't even be like super mad.
Yeah.
Especially after she literally makes a freaking TikTok about, you know, that she just wants a guy that likes everything she likes and supports her. I'm like, it's basically just saying like, man, you know, I wish I
like,
met a
fuck
guy
this
like
nigga
him. Like,
who's
yeah,
been trying.
but I am. It's just like those posts
I
where
met
she's like,
all
I
the
wish.
requirements, but unfortunately, I was not fit.
I did not have the dick.
Like, my God.
Yeah, like I get. Like at first, it hurt really bad, cause like the way she worded things, I was like, oh, okay. She's like, oh, like I only like.
Like, I don't even know what hurts more, like being told that, or the fact that she just didn't even give me an answer, yes or no.
What?
I just want answers.
It wouldn't let me. Oh.
Hey, get back in there.
Okay, now back to what I was saying now to that girl. Like, it only hurt because like the way she worded things. Cause like when I told her, I was like, I thought, like, you know, obviously I was like, I thought you said you didn't want to, like, you know, date anyone. And she was like, oh, I just became really grateful and all this, and I was like, and you know, it hurt because, you know, like obviously my first thought was like, so like what was I doing, like not enough for you? Like, you know, like obviously that was like the first thing I thought. It was like it was just the way she worded it, and I was like, so like clearly whatever I was doing, you know.
Also, Adrian, are there people watching or no?
I have no clue, because if I go, fuck it.
I mean,
I was gonna say, like, you just open up your phone.
Well, yeah,
that's what I do whenever I Twitch stream.
And it's just like that's what made it hurt. Cause I was like, oh, like, it made me feel like what I was doing was not enough.
No one's watching.
Oh, I definitely feel you there.
Okay, it's like, cause obviously I was like, I mean, I was doing it. Like, I'm hoping I did everything.
You're thinking like, all right, you know, I think that's pretty smooth, you know. And then you think like, all right, well, you know, it looks pretty well. And you just, you know.
Yeah,
I thought it was going great. I thought everything that was going to plan, but apparently not.
I am cooking torches.
You're cooking torches?
Like, it was just like, oh, okay, like, alright, you know. And then,
It's also like, I want to be mad at her, but I just know I can't. That goes for both yours and my problem, right?
yeah, I like.
It's like at the end of the day, it's their choice.
Like, I
still,
can't be mad because I don't. Like, it doesn't feel right with me being mad.
You just want an answer, that's it.
I mean, I got an answer, but it sucked as an answer.
No, I'm talking about Jacob.
The answer is, well, yeah, for me, I just want an answer, bro. Even though I'm pretty sure I know it, it's just, at least let me hear it. Let me hear you say it. I just need confirmation.
Yeah, I mean, like, when she told me, she was like, oh, you don't want to date? I'm like, alright, cool. You know, I was like, you know, hopefully later on. But then, you know, that shit happened. I was like, oh, okay, so.
Yep.
What the fuck? What are you doing here, Francis?
Like, I don't know why, but this is just, because, there was
Do we
always
not have a helmet?
someone,
I gotta make a helmet.
The way I look at it, there was always someone she chose over. Always. The first time she broke up with me, I'm not even gonna lie, she probably got back with Nathan that same day. I just found out 2 days later.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry to say, but yeah, she did. She told me.
Yeah. After that, I only remember it because it was on fucking John Lucas' birthday of the fucking day, dude. Fucking, it was fucking September 12th, bro. Like, are you kidding me, bro? I gotta say hi to this motherfucker, and you know, I was like, oh, I hate it. But anyways, yeah. And then, like, when she told me, she's like, oh, you know, like, I'm still not over Nathan. As soon as she said that, I was like, she's probably gonna go back. And she did. And then after they broke up, well, the first time they broke up, they got with Ginger and all this shit.
You were just a side hoe, man. I'm sorry.
Well, not even that. But like well, I don't even know if it was the first time they broke up. It was just from when I knew her, it was the first time they broke up. And then she got with Ginger, and then after that whole thing, obviously me and her got together, and then she was like, "Oh, you know, I was never over Nathan." I'm like, "Okay, but you got with Ginger, though."
Yeah.
And then after they broke up, me and her were talking, and you know, I was like, "Okay, this is going good."
I think she has commitment issues.
Ginger again.
Oh, she definitely has.
And I was just like, oh, okay. And like, it's like, I could like understand why she didn't tell me she was talking to him again, but at the same time, it's like, really? Like, him of all people, if it was Nathan, I would understand, but Ginger, you know? And then, you know, when she ended up telling me she didn't want, she basically ended up choosing Ginger, in that sense.
Yeah, no one's watching like, except me.
And like every time I was just like, really like, because like when me and her got together, she was like, oh, I just don't want people to know we're dating. I'm like, okay, that's fine, right? And then obviously we go to like when we went to Santa Fe, and she told you we were dating. She told some of her other friends. I was like, this is going great. And then like the next day she was like, nah. I'm like, oh, okay. You know?
Yep. So
then, and like, cause like, when her and Ginger were talking, like it already looked like they were dating. Which sucked.
Dirty dream, dirty dream.
Cause I was like, oh, like.
Do I have rough?
I'm pretty sure if I did that shit, she would be pissed, mad as fuck if I did that. Because they weren't even dating and he was doing that.
It's always a one-side thing.
Anything double standard?
And I was like, oh, okay. And then, you know, she ended up telling me, like, oh, you know, I just don't want to lose what I had with you because I lost it with Nathan and Ginger. I'm like, but
you see, now. What? With me and what? Excuse me?
Nathan and Ginger, not you, nigga.
Oh, I thought you said Jacob.
No, I said Ginger.
Nathan and Ginger, I heard that.
I said Nathan and
I'm gonna
Ginger.
watch the replay because I'm pretty sure I heard me and Nathan. I was like,
I'm
what?
on
Nigga, you
Ginger and Nathan.
crazy.
I said Ginger and Nathan. But anyways, she's like, oh, I just don't
Oh,
want
I
to
gotta
lose
make a fucking tower.
what I lost with them. I don't want to lose it with you. I'm like, but you're talking to Ginger. And then they stopped talking, and then me and her started talking again. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. And then this time it was going really good. It was going really good.
Dirt
And
is not that durable. But it's
the
all I got.
times that we essentially planned to meet up, you know, there's always something like, oh, my mom's sick, or I just don't feel good, and I was like, I don't care. like the day at Adrian's, right? If she went, essentially, we were supposed to get together that day. Essentially, if she went, but she fucking didn't. And then, like, a few weeks later, she was just like, oh, you know, like, if we were gonna date, I would've said yes already. I just don't want to date anyone at all. And I was like, oh, that's fine. So, like, okay. You know, and then again, doesn't, like, I know she doesn't have to tell me, but at the same time, it's like, you know?
Just something.
Like, I know she doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm dating this guy now. Like, I know she doesn't have to do that, but at the same time, it's like, this was 6 months I was doing this with you for. 6 months, man. 6 months. You know, and I wasn't, like, and I did everything right. I didn't hurt her, I didn't give her reasons to, like, tell me and shit.
This is sad boy hours for a reason.
That was fucking 6 months, man. 6 months. And, you know, now it's just down the fucking drain.
Get out of Bertha!
It fucking sucks.
You're a arachnid bitch.
And I just can't, like, I want to be mad at her, but it doesn't make me feel right being mad at her.
Yep.
That's more like a what can you do moment.
I really want to be mad, but I just can't. And that's what sucks the most is that, like I try to be mad, and it's just, it's like, yeah, you know, Pat, like she has her own problems and everything, and then I helped her through it, man. Like when she did the post about like the whole graduation thing.
Yep.
You know, like I basically told you, like, you know, I'll like glad I met her and all this shit, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, she was like, thank you, Brian, you know, for showing me a side to myself that I didn't know was there. And it hurt for me to read that, because it's like, I basically brought her to her best point and then just got fucking all of it.
So you feel
face. Yeah.
I mean, technically you kind of did. I'm just not even gonna lie on you on that one. You basically, yeah, no, that's basically what happened.
That fucking.
Y'all just wanna hop on Minecraft and help me?
I was there for everything. I fuck. It's because I just did so much for her.
No, I didn't really.
And then I just got fucking shit on basically. You know? Like, it was basically just, oh, thanks, man. That was basically it. And it fucking sucks. Okay. Like, cause I'm obviously, like, I'm not even gonna lie, this first person ever, like, truly loved me. Like, I can literally say that, like, I truly love her, man. You know,
people. Alright. There's someone out there for everyone. It's just never the person that you want. And I think that is the reason why it hurts the most.
Yeah. Oh. At first I was like, I just kept thinking, I was like, what the fuck did I do wrong, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, that's what I was just trying to figure out the first, like, I don't know, week after I saw that. I was like, what the fuck did I do wrong, man? No, it was just, that was all I was trying to find out. Like, what the fuck did I do wrong? You know, I don't know, man.
I don't see Adrian on my Instagram.
You never follow me.
Oh, that's right. Don't pull Dre.
The fuck?
What?
Don't pull a Dre.
I'm pulling a Dre.
Don't pull a Dre.
I'm pulling a Dre.
Come on.
I don't give a fuck. I'm pulling a Dre.
No, I've known you for like almost four fucking school years now. Well, Dre was only freshman year.
Yeah, but you didn't know me in middle school, so.
Not the fuck. I'm sorry, my options were the Pioneer or Whittier, not Santa Fe. What are you doing to Bertha? There's a creeper in her fucking cage.
There's just some things I'm like, I want to tell her, but I just can't. Like, it's nothing bad, but it's
just get drunk and just say it.
No, I don't want to get drunk. I especially don't want to say it drunk. I especially don't want to do that.
Oh yeah, that'd be like probably one of the worst things you can do.
Oh, sorry about that. I've never been drunk, so don't really know what to do. Hey Jacob, do we drink?
No.
Alright. Pussy. I'm kidding.
Cause like, you know, like when I was doing all this shit for her, man, I'm like, yeah, like she has her problems, man. There are times where she feels like absolute shit. There are times where she absolutely fucking hates herself. You know? And I did everything to fucking basically prove her wrong. And it worked, you know, it did. She felt better. And all this shit, and just... As soon as like, me and her would talk basically all the fucking time. All the time. So as soon as she started like taking her time responding or leaving me on red and shit, I was like, okay. At first I was like, okay, and then after this went on for like 3 more weeks, I was like, okay, so something's happening. Because it's the same thing that happened when she started talking to Ginger again. You know, she talked to me less. And obviously I was like, okay, so either she's talking to someone or, you know. And it turns out she was, so.
Hope I made enough. Ooh.
Like, I try to be mad, dude. I really do. I try to be mad.
And I wouldn't really say you should try. Because that's pretty unhealthy.
Yeah, but like, I don't know what the fuck to fucking do, Jacob.
Don't do anything. Don't think about it. Just try and forget. I know you're gonna say you can, but... Just do drugs!
I'm not saying that I can't. I'm fucking trying. it's fucking hard, dude. It's so. This is like a fucking year of my fucking life, dude. This entire fucking school year. That's what this was.
I want that to be on the record. That's the first time he's ever acknowledged it. That it's been over a year.
The fuck?
The fucking entirety of this fucking school year. And all of it just to not be fucking worth anything. It's fucking nothing. Just all of it gone to shit, man.
Oh god.
That's what fucking sucks the most, man. You know, I'm sure she's happy and shit, you know, like I'm sure she is. But all of that, and now I'm just fucking left here, you know.
It's high school.
I mean, yeah, but
I had to say it. I'm sorry.
I know. Like,
these are high school bullies. You know what I'm going with, right? Yeah, he knows.
like,
I don't know. And I don't want to know.
that's just a fucking.
You don't know Gabby?
Who?
Gabby.
Who? I don't know.
No, it's just Gabby.
Gabby Hanna?
No, it's just her name is Gabby. She used to go on Vine. You really don't know her?
I forgot.
Like, really?
I never downloaded Vine. I just watched shit on YouTube.
No, she was there.
Well, I don't remember.
She was also on YouTube. Alright, so continue, Ryan.
Yeah, you know, like, that's what hurts the most. I don't want to say she like stopped caring about me, because I know she does, but obviously it's not like to that extent. But I do know she does still care about me. It just sucks. Cause like when she came to me with her problems and shit, I was there helping her the whole fucking time. Like I stayed up sometimes until like 4 in the fucking morning with her.
Did she see it as like a brother-sister thing?
And then when I have problems,
No,
bro,
she likes him back. She just...
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
It's really complicated. Yeah, like, and then when I had my own problems and I went to her for it, she would just respond with like one word or like one sentence, like. Like she wouldn't show interest.
Sorry about that.
You know, like I know she would try, but it's just like. And it would suck because sometimes when I told her that, she's like, "Oh, like what's wrong?" and I told her, sometimes she wouldn't respond until like 4 hours later or the day after. You know, and then at that point it's like it's too fucking late. To get fucking shit. You know? And it's like just fucking oh shit, man.
Damn cryo things.
Like when she told me she didn't want to date at all, that did suck off. You know, I was like, okay, well, alright. And she dates again, and I'm just like, oh, okay. You know,
No one's watching.
It's alright. I don't really care if someone watches, I'm just saying.
I guess it could be a video.
This might be a podcast.
I don't fucking know what it's doing, man.
Well, you're going on a date tomorrow, bro. I'm just telling you right now, you gotta give up.
Did you unfollow her?
Yeah,
Did you block her?
Nah, it's not. Here's the thing, though. I say you should give up on dating her, not give up as her as a person. We both know, Brian, is that she's not a bad person. She just sucks at expressing herself.
I mean,
she's like absolute dog.
Jacob, this is like the 4th or 5th time she absolutely shit on me and chose someone else. So at this point, yeah, I'm done, dude.
Yeah, which is respectable.
Cause it's like I helped you with everything, and then you just go to someone else. Like, am I mad? Yeah. Am I fucking done?
Can you stay mad?
Absolutely. Can I stay mad?
That's
I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if I can say that. But am I done? Yeah.
Yeah.
For fucking sure. Cause this is bullshit, dude. Like I just can't do this again. At least with her, I can't do it. I really can't.
Wish I could do the same.
Because if it fucking does, like in the back of my mind, I'm just like, well, you know, who the hell is she gonna talk to again this time? Or, oh, she's just gonna be like, oh, I don't want to date. Oh, okay, and then she gets in a fucking relationship. No. And I just really can't do it.
This Minecraft music is setting a tone for this shit.
That I am 100% sure of, Jacob. I definitely with her, I can't do it again. I'm just tired of this shit, man. Like, I don't. It's just really sorry.
I mean, I used to be super good at like telling people how to deal with the problems, but not anymore. I can definitely tell with this whole situation, I've just lost compassion, and it's also I just don't like really feel anything anymore. Like, not even sadness. Happiness, not really. The only time I find happiness is when I'm playing with other people. But by myself, I just go on YouTube, and that's it. Or TikTok or Instagram. But by myself, bro, I was listening to Rex Orange County, bro. Probably not a smart idea on my part. But I'm just like, damn, like, back when I was a little kid, when I used to listen to him, I was just like, damn, this guy, you know, must have been through a lot. And then I'm just like, now I'm like, damn, I could relate heavily to a lot of this. And like, especially like with your situation, she's never really done that to me, because me and her are like super close. But it's like, even then, it's like saying you could do that to one of my friends, and it's just, I can already tell it's heartbreaking.
You're my fucking life, dude.
What happened?
It was a fucking year of my life, man.
Yep.
And then now it's just gone, man. Like nothing happened. Like, yeah.
You're lucky it was a year. Imagine if it would have been like 5 or 6 years.
I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened. I'm gonna be real with you.
Adrian, one of my very first girlfriends killed herself, dude.
The other one, well, it wasn't really her. It was his girlfriend's mother.
I've only had 4 girlfriends, dude.
See, I've had a lot of relationships, but I never had a diversity. I think in total I've only dated 2.
Huh. Still single.
I mean, like I've had a ton of relationships because it was like an on and off type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I know it's different. What's Layla? Why I haven't gone over it. I mean, it's not even like usually I showed like one of my cousins, right, and they're just like, damn bro, yeah, I can see her going out to that. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, no, she's cute and you know she has a nice butt. I'm like, bro, I'm not even looking at that, bro. Every time I see her on TikTok or Instagram or Snapchat and I see that smile, dude, it's just that's all I look at. I don't even look at like her body or anything. Especially Brian, when I sent you that thing, I don't want to say what it is because that's like private, especially on her part. But I wasn't even looking at that, bro. I just felt sad because like it's not even like that. It's just like I know she wasn't gonna like it. And she wasn't like even in the photo. Like I could tell like those are like her expressing herself, but still. And I texted her afterwards, and she was like, "Yeah, no, I don't. I like. It's not like. It's probably not gonna happen. But it's like you know, if that's what she has to do, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want you to do that. I mean, obviously I didn't say because I suck at talking to her.
Yeah.
But like, all I did tell her like I just like to be honest, I don't want you to do it. It's not even just for the fact that I'm jealous. No, it's for the fact is that I know it makes her unhappy. And that's really all I want for her, and for you too. It's like with all my friends, I want everyone to be experiencing happiness.
Yeah. So, dude, okay, so my first girlfriend killed herself. Second girlfriend, I fucked that one up. Like, I fucked that one up. And I feel...
That was the one with the mother, right?
No. Second one
Which one was the one with the mother?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I completely forgot about her. No, yeah, so I've had 5 girlfriends.
Yeah.
First girlfriend killed herself. Second one, well, no, yeah, 4, because that one I got back with her. Yeah, first girlfriend killed herself. Second one, her mom told me she died. Sucked. Left her. And then I ended up getting back with her in junior year. Cheated on me. Dumb shit. Third girlfriend was Alexa.
Yep.
And I did fuck that one up. I did. And I feel like I screwed shit for doing it.
Well, it's also okay. So I'm gonna say this right. Like I text her, right? You see how she's doing. But the thing that sucks is just like she gets so needy. I want to say, but not really, because that sounds cruel. But it's just like we'll be talking about like random things, or like her work, or like her family life. But then all of a sudden she'll just be like, yeah, like, you know, she'll be saying I'm feeling super sad. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird, you know? So I'm gonna keep the conversation going. But she fishes for, like, me to be like, oh, no, like, what's the matter? And no, I don't do that. I hate doing that because of past reasons. And then, like, I'm like, one night I told her about it. I'm like, alright, you know what? I'm gonna need you to stop doing that. Like, that's just... It's annoying, cause like if I want to be friends with people, they gotta be straight up. Like, no freaking hiding, freaking things or anything, you know. No trying to fish for compliments from me. Like, just be like straight up. If you want to talk about something, you know, just be like, hey, yo, can we talk about this? And I'll be like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. But if you have to literally try to trick me into asking or doing like that, I'm gonna ignore it. Like, I wanna know how far I went to trying to avoid a conversation because I know what she wanted to talk about, how she wanted me to react. So, you know, we all know Alexis, right? You know Alexis, shorty.
Little white girl?
Right? Yeah, white girl.
Yeah.
White, short, blonde girl.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Right. Well,
Fake adoption, remember?
Nah, I don't really know about. Actually, no. I think she technically got adopted, but it wasn't by another
No, like in our
family.
group.
It was.
Remember Ashley and Assassin's Creed? Those guys?
I don't even know their names. I try to avoid them.
His name was Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Tony. Fuck. Yeah, Tony was sick. Well,
He was cool, not gonna lie. But he was like,
yeah,
he was weird. Weirdly crazy.
No.
Shut up.
like,
But no, like, like, there's a thing,
really,
they did.
The only person I talked about out of that group was Lance, and that was just because we played the same games. But I just, those kids were... Those kids were on something. I'm not even gonna hide it. Those kids were fucking weird.
They were on the weeb and furry shit, and they were gay.
They made bad kids look fucking normal.
Dude,
I can say that because we had Roger and he was a bad kid.
I only talked to Lance because he sat directly behind me in Scott's class. And then Carlos sat next to him. Roger was just fucking gay.
I met Lance through fucking Cisco, Devo, Craig. Is it Craig or Greg? It's Greg. I'm fucking retarded. I keep freaking using.
So I was saying, oh yeah. So that one I fucked up, and I feel like I got through shit for doing it. You know, because
I made the nether portal. Now they call me Bane.
She wasn't like what you were saying, like needy. Well, at least to me, she didn't say no.
I'm gonna take a bed to the netherworld.
Is Jacob even?
Jacob?
Here's the conversation that we were having, right? Like, we were just talking about her brother and like the stuff that like he plays video games. I was like, oh, that's cool. He plays Skyrim. And he's like, oh yeah. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then all of a sudden, like, she wants me to keep the conversation going because every time I'm like, oh, cool, you know, that's pretty cool. She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then she'll just reply with, yeah, again. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to say? Like, shalom? Like, I don't know. And then she turns that conversation into, yeah, I feel like cutting myself.
The fuck?
Well, like, she didn't say, I feel like cutting. She just goes like, yeah, you know. And I just want to feel something sharp. I'm like, alright, I'm not even gonna fucking talk about that. Alright, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna talk about that. Alright, because...
Do you want about killing yourself?
When she
talk
says,
to my dead end who
she
killed
says,
herself.
I want to feel something sharp. I'm like, oh, like what, like a knife? And she goes like, yeah, you know, this one seems pretty good. I'm like, oh yeah, you like talking about knives? I literally used the knife as a conversation changer because then I started saying I wanted a karambit knife. And then she's like, yeah, but no, I just want to feel something sharp. I'm like, yeah, but have you seen the karambit knife? This shit looks dope. Alright, fucking, like, look at this shit. It looks amazing. And I sent her one. It was all like colorful. I think I still have the picture. It was like the freaking rainbow one.
Oh, sick.
I'm like, yeah, this shit looks amazing. Fire. Like, look at its style. Look at the style. Look at that freaking edge, bro. I mean, it's not really used for stabbing. It's slice and dice. And then, and then she goes freaking. She's like, yeah, nah, I'm not going by style. I want to go by freaking, you know.
What, a machete?
And I go, yeah. Then I sent her a Bowie knife. I was like, yo, then like, you'll probably go for this one. This one looks freaking dope as hell. You know, it's all stylish and looking pretty good. And then she's like, yeah, no, she sends me a freaking picture of a box cutter that she got from Wook. She's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna be using this. I'm like, yeah, no, that shit lame as fuck. You gotta get a Karam. I basically was pulling her Carlos. It's just not giving a fuck. And then she's just like, you know what I want to use it for, right? I'm like, well, you know, it's a knife cutting, duh. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna use it on myself. I'm like, yeah, but if you're gonna use that, you know, freaking use a Karam. She's like, Jacob, I want to cut myself. I'm like, yeah, I know, alright, but stop getting all bitchy on me because you want me to be a fucking, you know, sound of simp and just ask you like, oh, what's wrong, my lady? Like, yeah, no. And then I told her off for saying that shit was annoying.
Lady, just stab yourself.
I was not having it that night. I just told her, all right, that shit's annoying. You gotta knock it off. All right, if you want to talk about it, just let me know and we'll talk about it. But don't into me trying to freaking simp. All right, I don't simp. All right, pulling a Brian,
I don't know
I'm
about that one.
misogynist.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not for her. Because here's the thing though. She's a nice girl, alright? I'm not gonna say she isn't. She's nice, alright? She cares about others and stuff. But she sucks at just telling people what she wants. But then like I remember like the next day I saw that and I'm like, you know what? She reminds me a lot like me, how I want people to ask me things. But then, you know I'm not like, I'm considerate enough to not be like, why aren't you talking about this? Like, pay attention to me. Like, no, I'm pretty considerate when it comes to that. When if I want to talk about what bothers me, I just let you guys talk about it. You know, I just tell you guys straight up, because that's just how I am. Especially with Brian. And even with Brian, it's not like, it's like with Brian, like, I know how you know, we talk a lot, and how I know a lot of like your relationship problems, and I let you talk about it, and I'm not like Patty or her when I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm not like, you know, I listen to your problems, and then, you know, if I have a problem, yeah, and then, you know, if I have a problem, then I, you know, tell you about it.
Yeah.
You know, I wait for after, because I have like, you know, that's how you show respect. And the thing that pisses me off is that every single time freaking one of the girls that we like, it's like none of them wanted to help us talk about our problems. They just want to talk about theirs. And then like the thing that pisses me off is like I feel used, and then Brian feels used, and then most of my other friends feel used. It's like, well, it's like I'm slowly turning to a misogynist. It was a joke at first, but then now it's just like, come on, like now you don't want to help us after we helped you? What the fuck type of shit is that? Like all those sleepless nights. I went to bed at like 4 o'clock. You know, woke up for like freaking at like 12, 1, literally wasted half my day, then got yelled at my parents for why am I going to bed so late. You know, I don't want to talk to them about it because they're gonna be like, oh Jacob, it's just a go over, you don't have many more. Well, guess what, fucking parents? I know that, but let me fucking go through this shit first, alright?
I hate like you meet another. It's like, yeah, but am I meeting them now? No.
It's like, of course not. Like, I know there's gonna be other girls in my life, but I want to be talking to this one first. And how am I supposed to know if there's gonna be other girls in my life? You could be saying that, and what if this is it? What if this is the last girl? Like, I know a lot of girls, but what if this is the last girl I'm gonna be talking to like this? All right, like, I know I'm gonna be talking to other girls, but I want this one to be the one. Is that so hard to ask? Is that against the law for me to want to love someone? Like, just this one person in this amount of time? Like, is it so wrong for me to say that? Honestly, I don't think I'm asking for much. Like, I don't even want sex. I just want to love someone. I want someone to love me. And just
bro, just want affection.
It's not even affection, bro. I just want, like, I want attention. I just want to cuddle. Like, I said this once or twice before. Just get some junk food, Netflix, blankets, and just cuddling. That sounds, that could be like our wedding freaking anniversary. I don't care. She doesn't have to give me anything pretty. I just want something that, like, memories. The feeling of someone wanting to love me. And it fucking pisses me off that no matter how much I pray for it, no matter how much I ask, it just doesn't happen. And next thing you know, I'm getting tossed around more than a fucking Caesar salad at Olive Garden.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not funny, but I mean,
I tried so hard for it, dude. It doesn't. This is the longest I've ever done this for a fucking girl, too. A fucking year, dude. Like a year and like 4 months, maybe. I don't really know, but it's the longest I've ever fucking done this, and fucking slapped in my fucking face for it. You know, it fucking sucked. And like, cause like at first, the first like 2 or 3 times this happened, I like, the one thing I didn't want to do was like pretend like I never loved her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same thing with
Like I
Layla,
never
bro. You know,
wanted to
like,
pretend that I don't love her. Like that's what I never wanted to. And like now I fucking have to do it. Like
it's
I
even
fucking
though like you're going on a date, you still like her, but not as much as before.
yeah, like not as much because now I'm like there were so many chances for
Oh
me and
shit!
her to get together, right? So many, and she
Oh shit! It's a little Willy. It's a little
like
midget.
it's understandable why she didn't either, but at the same time it's like
Why?
so many chances. There were so fucking many.
And the thing that fucking sucks is just like how fucking hypocritical it is too. Like I fucking hate it so much. It's like I told Layla I liked her, right? And I like we had a conversation. I remember she's just like, yeah, you know, I like I only go by a person's like personality and like I know like what like you know not like I know what makes her happy and what she looks for in a person. But then it's like after I told her that, the very next day she's just like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, like I don't know, like what do you want me to say? That I'm like, you know, I really didn't expect you to say anything. I felt like she needed to know, you know. It's been a while and I wanted to tell her, and then she's just like, and she left me on red, and then I see her go on a date with another guy, in which I fucking know she doesn't fucking.
Like,
He's not compatible, I guess you could say. Because, first of all, he lives fucking far away. And then, second of all, you know how she says, like, she's a witch or something like that?
yeah.
He doesn't believe in it. Like, honestly, the only time I ever see them together is when she wants to fuck. That's the only time. You know how much that fucking hurts me? That I
Yeah.
tell her my feelings towards her? And I don't even like her, bro. I love her. Like, it's like I know it's a difference between, because like with Patty, I didn't really matter about the whole, you know, like relationship. I mean, I did, but I didn't really make it like when we broke up. I didn't make it like a big deal, you know. Like it didn't really affect me. Like I didn't make it affect me. But then after telling Layla how I felt, and then seeing her go on a date with another guy next day, in which I know that every time they see each other they fuck. It's like getting fucking NTR'd in a hentai.
Yeah.
It's like, cause like I know that night, while I was in my room, crying myself to sleep, listening to Rex Orange County, just laying there, the entire time, they were probably fucking. She doesn't even fucking love him the way I love her. And I hated it so
That's
much
what hurts so much.
because she also said like she doesn't want to date anyone, but she goes to fuck someone after I tell her. Like, I literally think, like, we get together, I'm a supporter every single way. I already do support her. Alright, that's off the question. Everything she chooses, I'm like, oh yeah, you fucking go. Alright? You know, you good for you, you know. Have a golden star. And then, you know, like when she cosplay, fuck it, yeah, that's dope. You know, she want to cosplay, that's dope. She makes art, even cooler, you know. And she likes Star Wars. Alright?
That's
I'm like,
shit.
that's fucking fire. That's like wifey material right there. Fucking propose to her on the spot. Alright, everything, and she watches anime too? And we both watch the same anime? I'm like, yo, that is fire. Alright? Freaking entertainment wise, we like it. She even plays some video games. She doesn't play a lot, but she plays some. And I just look at her, I'm like, oh my god, she's amazing. You know? And even then, like, you could be like, oh, bro, you're probably only seeing this because she's pretty. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about her body. Alright? She has, we all know that she has, like, body issues where she's like not confident, and she kind of like gets.
No, it gives me a semi-chub.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even care about her. Every time I see her on like Instagram or Snapchat,
Let me get,
TikTok,
you see her, you don't see.
I mean, like, I see her.
That's what I meant.
But the thing that fucking
you don't see her in
that wrecks me to my fucking core is her smile, bro. Seeing her smile, it's like that's the only thing that really gives me fucking. What's the name of
Y'all
the thing?
motherfuckers are dead. Come here, especially your baby.
What's the name of the thing that the brain gives you, Brian? That you keep saying. Serotonin. That's the only thing. Like, even playing video games now by myself, I don't even play video games. I just turn it on and I go on my phone until someone invites me. And then usually when someone invites me,
and then it takes you 4 hours to join.
I was about to explain.
Yeah.
As soon as someone invites me, it's always because like I'm eating, if I'm taking a dump and I don't see it, because as soon as I sit down, I just go on my phone. I don't even have my headset on. I like every like 30 minutes, I just look up and I just if I see a notification. And even then, I have so many fucking like I'm a people's person to a like a percentage. Alright, if I'm with like family, if I'm with my friends, fuck yeah, I'm down to meet anyone. Like, I'll go to like the liquor store and I'll be like, hey bro, tell me about your whole life, what makes you happy or sad, bro, I'm here to help. But then if I'm by myself and I go up to someone, like I'll look at them and I'll be like, hey man, how's it going? You know, give them my stuff, that stuff. And then that's it. That's it. Fuck. I just closed it. Okay. Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna make you guys go into one pipe, so I'm gonna mute my mic real quick.
So I've been chatting with this hoe. No, I'm kidding. Nah, but
yeah, that's my whole thing with Patty.
yeah. I want to put my 2 cents in, but I can't really say shit.
Cause like, it hurts, man. Like she loves me, dude. And I just don't know what I did wrong. You know?
It's not that you did something wrong. It's that she has something wrong with herself. You did everything right you could. But it was something about her, or something that she thought, or something in herself that didn't think that could be. Just don't blame yourself, man.
I gave her everything I could, man. Everything I possibly could have. I gave it to her. And it sucked.
You talk about it with your homies. Just tomorrow when you're on your date, just be you. Always be you, man.
I've known this girl since 8th grade, so I'm pretty sure I'm good.
Yeah, alright. I bet. I hope.
I really do hope so, man. I really do. Cause like, that's the only thing I'm sure of right now. Like, if Patty ever just tries starting this again, I'm like, I'm sorry, but I just can't.
I don't doubt she, like, will again.
I know that I'd say this now. No, it's not happening. But I just because there's always gonna be in the back of my mind, just like, oh, this is gonna end soon, or she's just gonna choose someone over me. You know?
Yeah.
I just can't do that again. I really can't. I can't. she knows more than me than anyone. She knows me more than anyone. I've opened up to her so many fucking times, and it's just never fucking gone anywhere.
Bro.
You know, and and that sucks. But for sure, 100%. If she ever does try that again, I just can't. I really.
See, man, I can't. I don't know if I'm able to do that.
Like I just said, like I know I say that now. I know, but I just can't just be like, sure, I'll open up to you again, do all this shit, and then probably you'll leave me for fucking someone else again. Cause when there were things that Patty did for me that no one's fucking done for me, man. Like, she truly made me feel good about the way I looked. And I've always fucking hated that. She made me feel okay. You know?
Hmm.
And then well, I know. Hold on, Adrian, what's your YouTube thing again so I could put it on my story?
Hellstormraider 2002. Because a lot of people from follow me aren't getting on that shit.
Because I have all of her friends too.
Yeah.
So let me see. So what is it? Or actually, I'm gonna say come say hi, I guess. Come say hi in our podcast. Bye, my boy. What was it?
I'm not even gonna lie, like I really...
Capital H, Hellstormraider 2002. Space between the numbers. Actually, Hellstormraider space 2002.
Okay, alright. Hellstormraider space 2002. I'm gonna say hosted, not by. I'm gonna say hosted.
Yeah. Are we gonna like switch hosts every now and then, or is it just gonna be me? Because I don't mind if it's me.
Well, it's like I want to put on my YouTube because I'm pretty sure more people know about mine because I posted about that.
Yeah.
I should probably put YouTube on.
Yeah. If you put Twitch, then it's gonna be awkward.
Well, because not a lot of people have Twitch. So I'm saying on YouTube because come on, everyone has YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm put on YouTube by the way.
Alright. Yeah.
And let me see if it's posted. Alright, there you go. Nah, actually, let me delete my other story. There you go. Alright. So, what were we talking about? Oh, it's Brian.
That bitch Carol Baskin.
You're talking about, if you're able to reconnect.
Yeah, like... I just can't. Like I know it's easier to say it than actually do it, but like, obviously I still care about her, obviously. But I just can't open myself up like that again, man. So I know she definitely knows me better than anyone. Like 100%. Without a doubt. I've told her more about me than I've ever told anybody. You know, and I just... Look, when we first got together, obviously there was something just like she didn't want to do. Like she's like, oh, she's like, I don't want to have sex. I was like, I don't care about that. I don't. I could give less of a shit if we never have that. I really don't. Oh, she always like say how like she hates how she looks, and I'm just like obviously it got me mad every time she said it, because I'm like, how? You know, cause she's like, there was nothing wrong with her, man. Now this fucking dog wants to be in here. Oh my god. Hey Dexter.
Oh, let me change
Is
quickly.
that Dexter? Where is he? Oh, here
Getting
he
off
is.
this
Okay.
fucking dog wants to come in. Oh, hey, Dexter.
Huh?
How you doing?
I'm not work over my
Dog wants love. Fuck, get out of here, bitch.
No.
Dexter's one of the boys.
Why the fuck?
Oh, hell yeah.
No. Hell no. I don't
Our
want you talking
dogs
about
are the
porn,
boys.
especially right now. Why? Because we're talking about porn. Get out of here.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
excuse me. No, we're not. We're not talking about
Nah,
that.
he's the horny one here.
Okay, let's get back to my problems. But yeah, there was just nothing wrong. And it pissed me off every time she fucking said shit like that. Why? Oh, I forgot I was washing. Can you put him in the dryer? Jocelyn, can you please throw him in the dryer?
Just tell her you're on a podcast.
My mom and my sister could give less of a flying fuck.
Just tell him you're a porn star.
Pause.
I'm sure they believe that.
Hold on a minute.
Mom, be happy you're doing some work.
Nigga.
You know I'm fucking you. Fucking with you. Nah,
Sorry,
nah,
bro.
nah, nah,
Oh,
nah, nah,
okay,
nah,
I was-
nah, 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 nah.
I was gonna say,
Close
bro,
my door.
that's kinda sus.
So what was I talking about? Oh yeah. There was nothing wrong with her. Like at all. At least she would be like, oh, I don't like my arms, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, that's fair. And then she would be like, oh, I don't like my stomach. I'm like, first of all, that shit's fire. And there's just a lot of things that she said she wouldn't like about herself, and I'm just like, but how could you not?
Also, by the way, one of my cousins might join. So just make sure you don't sound gay as fuck.
He
I'm
hates
literally
gays?
talking. Jacob,
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Because this is
I'm
the one that
literally-
hates you, Ryan.
I don't care. Oh my god. What? What are you talking about? Oh no, you don't have to. You can just put the that's the only load. No, that's clean. Dirty clothes is on
Yo,
top.
hold up.
Is DJ Anal Beads in the building?
That
Shit
clothes
is
is clean.
fire.
The
That
dirty
shit
clothes
is
never touched that.
gas.
The only clothes that was dirty was the ones that I wore to work. Everything else was clean. Yeah.
Why can't you leave it on the floor?
Jocelyn.
No, why would you do that?
Jocelyn.
You're sweating. You're dirty.
What does that have to do with anything?
Clean clothes.
They're literally being washed right now. I don't understand your logic.
Is she a
Fucking
rapper?
women, dude. This is one of my fucking massages. Anyways. Nah, but yeah.
Misogyny. It's a healthy way of dealing with your
I know
anger.
it's easy to say what I'm saying, but do I know if I can say no? I really don't know. I really don't. Because I might say yeah, I might say no. I really don't know. I truly don't. But I don't know.
Bitch, get out of my house.
I just don't know. Man.
It's also like nothing that could, relate. It's like,
Can't relate, always been single.
it's like, well, it's not even like you have to be, because we're all single.
Oh
It's not
no,
even
but like,
that.
you've all been in
It's like
relationships. I've never.
Yeah. Yeah,
been
but it's like,
one-
it's not also like
One good
something that you have
relationship.
to be in a relationship at least once to like feel it before.
I've been in
Like
one good relationship.
it's been like 2-3 years since I've dated
I
someone
fucked it up.
that only lasted like a couple months. It's like, it's also that too. It's like, if I get with someone, I've always wanted to last as long as possible. You know?
Yeah, I don't want to be like, okay,
Like I'm not like, it's
I want to
like
spend my fucking life with you.
every time I date someone, I date in the thought of marrying them one day.
Without
That's like my rule. It's like, if you're dating, you better be dating to marry, not just like, alright, oh, we're gonna set a timeline, alright, we're gonna by the end of this timeline we're gonna break up. Like, no, like if I'm gonna date you, that means like
Where the
you're like
fuck am I?
like I think of you as someone that I could spend the rest of my life with.
That
You know, have I made some mistakes dating some people? I mean, yeah, like who hasn't? We've all made mistakes.
yeah.
Who the
It's not like
fuck
even
is
with
in my
Adrian,
world?
it's like I'm sure Adrian has felt pretty sad, like at some point, because he like Adrian. Have you ever like liked some girl, and like
Yeah.
and you looked at her, and then like throughout like later on in the years when you didn't date her, you're just like, shit, you know, like even if I know it probably like she didn't like you back, like at least you want to tell her how you feel just for a chance. That's all I'm asking. It's just for a chance. It's not even like, okay, you know, I don't want to make it a like complicated deal. It's like like I want to tell every single girl that I like. It's like, alright, if I like you, know, it's because I could see you being in the rest of my life, and I want that to happen. It's like, you know, Patty. Yeah, but me and her have a lot in common. We played freaking FNAF World together over the summer. I mean, I still like FNAF. I never even stopped liking it. I mean, only for a little bit because of a picture I saw. I'm not gonna explain what the picture was because that shit was cringy as hell.
Driving to go get it.
But
The fuck?
going back on topic,
Get the fuck out.
like
Get
Patty,
out, Jocelyn.
we had a lot of things in common. We made each other laugh. We did all the funny things. You know, she was my first kiss. You know, that's why like after we broke up, I'm like, I want to stay friends.
Yeah.
You know, like if I see being the rest of my life there, that means I can literally means I can live with you. You know, like I could see me living with you and not having a problem with that because we go so well together. So if we break up, why would I want that to? Like, why would I want to lose that?
Yeah.
You know, and like with Daisy, me and her have a lot in common too. You know, there was just something in the middle that I'm not gonna say what because it's very personal. And like she knows a little about me, I know a lot about her. It's like the kind of relationship that you have with Patty. Except I'm pretty sure Patty knows you more than she knows me. And like after that, like, you know, me and Daisy had a lot in common. I told her, like, when we broke up, I'm like, alright, but you know, I want to stay friends. And then with Layla, I never even dated Layla. She liked me before. That's the thing that fucking gnaws me every day. It's the fact that like I know she liked me before. It's like I also want like that for like every single day. Like I said this before, I'll say it again. I don't even want sex. Like I just want someone to hug at the end of the day. You know, I want to come home.
Oh God!
See the woman that I love, and then, you know, just give me a hug.
Dude, that's
Tell me everything will be alright. Tell me.
All I want to be turn me into a housewife. I don't give a fuck.
meaning in
Actually.
this life.
especially with the fucking job I have right now, dude. It's like I come home obviously extremely tired of shit. Like today it was almost 100 degrees outside, bro. Like obviously if I come home I want to relax, bro. Like if some fucking way possible they would have come home and just have a girl there and just hold me and like, you know, like just it would be worth going to fucking work, dude. Like it would make my day every day because it's like I get to come home to someone who fucking loves me. Like that feels fucking great, dude. Like it even feels fucking great to even say it out loud.
It's just like when you come home after a hard day at work, especially in the line that me and you are gonna be going in. 'Cause mine is gonna be electrician work. I'm about to lift heavy things too, depending on like what station I go to. And then yours is just pure labor. Mine has some labor, but it's also like mentality wise. Obviously, me and you mentally are pretty fucked up as of right now.
Yeah, the only
I'm
thing is
pretty
like
sure
when
Adrian
I'm
too.
this fucked up, I throw myself in the shit. Like, that's the only reason I started working in construction. I had to stop. Like I had to get my mind off her for like hours on end. I had to get my mind off her. So work does help, except when I have nothing to do. I stand there and I start thinking, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
Also, doesn't help like when you just kind of sit standing there in a construction site and you're just like, damn, fucking made some stupid ass mistakes, and then you just look to your right and there's like a nail gun right there. I'm like, damn, it's pretty promising.
If I have to hold the nail gun, I've done so much shit, dude. Where I'm just like, I could literally just harm myself right now.
And no one will be able to stop me.
No one can stop me. No one will believe me when I say that I like harmed myself. Like they'll see it as an accident, which would work in my favor. But
And
like I
it's like also envious too. It's like you have a job, so for some moments a day, you could take your mind off food. I'm stuck at home. I barely just got my student ID for college right now, so I'll be able to do that tomorrow. But it's like even still, bro, like for like the entire quarantine, I've had nothing but time and waste of freaking thoughts. And every day, I think of her. It's always just her smile. Just seeing her smile makes my fucking day. Like she could literally like do the worst shit to me. Literally, I could get like NTR or some shit. She could fucking rob me. She could fucking do a whole bunch of shit. She could talk shit. She could like spread rumors. But as soon as I open up my Instagram or any social media platform, and I see her smile and I see that she's genuinely happy, I'm like, shit. That's all I want. You know, seeing someone else happy or having that happy emotion. You know, seeing someone have that and I'm not able to have that right now. Like I'm not gonna be like edge or anything saying that I'm never gonna be happy. I'm sure I'm gonna be happy again. But just of like as of right now, for I don't know how much longer, you know, I just want her to be happy. I'm sure that's the same thing for you too, right? I mean, like I'm sure you're mad and pissed off about what she did to you. But in the end of the day, you know, we're all human, and that's what I believe is that everyone should, like, you know, live happy or feel happiness in their life. It's not like as soon as I like get done with anything, I'm like, all right, fuck you, piece of shit. No, I'm not. I look at them, they don't want to be friends. I'm like, shit, all right, you know, fucking sucks, but you know, hope you're happy, you know, for the rest of your life. Yeah, I'm not like a type of guy to spread hate, especially with the girl that I love.
exactly.
And it just fucking hurts so fucking much just to see, like, it hurts so much that I try so hard to get her attention. She doesn't even text me, I have to text her. It just hurts so fucking much. You know, like with Brian, he had somewhat of reach for her, but I can't even lift my fucking arm to reach for her, because I already know she doesn't like me back. And yet I can't get her out of my mind. I know she doesn't like me back. She likes another guy. You know, she's not even thinking about me. I think about her every day. She doesn't even think about me. Probably, she only thinks about me once a month, and that's only when I fucking text her. That's the only connection that we have right now, like texting. That's it. So my mind goes on a wild trip, because then I start getting paranoid about what she's doing. I'm like, what if I text her and she's in the middle of like dating someone, and that tears me up, because then like I get mad at myself, get mad at her, and then I realize I'm like, wait, what if she's fucking sleeping? And then I get mad at myself. You know, it's a non-stop roller coaster of emotions and paranoia that I have in my brain, and it doesn't help to see her with another guy. And while she's having the time of her life still in quarantine, she's happy, she's following her life. Here I am stuck in this fucking chair playing not even playing video games, just turning on my PS4 and going on my phone and just sitting here. Alright, high school may have had him, but my life hasn't even fucking started. And I know that. But I'm also afraid of change too. It's like, that's also the reason why I didn't want to like date her. Cause I thought, I'm like, I live too fucking far. And where my college is, I'm still gonna be way too far. I don't even have my driver's license yet, so I can't even drive out to go meet her. If we date, it's gonna be long distance, and I don't do well with distance relationships. You know, she's probably not even watching it right now, the whole live stream thing. It's like, I want to tell her all this. I just want to tell her, you know, I love her. I don't even want, like, I'm not even attracted to her body. I'm attracted to her personality, her smile, her eyes, like everything that makes her human is so fucking perfect to me. Like, she is perfect. Maybe not in her eyes, but to me she's like a fucking goddess. And I'm like, holy shit, how do you not see that you're this beautiful?
That is exactly the same
Like,
thing I had a fucking idea.
it's like, I look at her and like, I'm glad that she's getting slowly out of her shell. I'm glad for that. I'm like, good for her, you know. She wants to cosplay, that's her thing. The thing that really put me over the fucking edge was what I sent you, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it in front of each guy. I'm pretty sure he hasn't seen it. That's very personal for her. I'm not the type of guy that's probably into that. But
Put me back home, put me back.
wants
Fuck!
to do that shit. I'm like, I just don't know, man. I just, like, at least once, twice a week, you know, I dream about her, man. Not even like sexually or anything. Like, I just dream of me just
Holding her.
like holding, yeah. That's the whole dream. And that's literally just what I want, you know? Just want to hold her and for someone to hold me. You know, it's like, yeah, a hug, but like, it's a difference between just like hugging someone and
It's like, never mind. My mic's going off.
you know, like, I want to express all my emotions right now, but my brain is just not even letting me. Cause I know, like, I could say so much mean shit, but I know I don't mean any of it. Alright, that's just like the dick talking. You know? Where it's just like, damn, how dare she not choose me? It's like, yeah, but it's like, that's still her choice. And as this whole quarantine goes on, my fucking mentality state has fucking dropped. Especially with like, what, 3 of our boys now not even being able to play with us? Like, that's like 3 boys that we can't even talk to. Damon's barely online. Daniel is only on when his brother isn't on. Like, they're the only 2 people I have right now is just you 2 right here. That's it. Dre doesn't even join. I don't even want to play with Sebastian because he only wants to play his fucking Call of Duty, and then when he doesn't have his way, he fucking leaves. So you 2 are literally the only 2
Same
people I can
way
talk
with
to.
fucking Angel.
I can't talk to this about my cousin except for one cousin. Any man, I don't even want to tell him most of it because I'm afraid he's gonna fucking judge me. And that's like, I don't let a lot of people judge me, and I'm just like, I get like wrecked by it. But literally, like Layla and my cousin, because I'm really close with him, and that's also why like I don't really have a lot of my like family or my close friends or anything. Like, I only have one cousin on there, and that's him. But it's also like, I could say me and Layla had emotional connection, but honestly, I don't really think that even happened. Like, I feel like such a fucking idiot. Like, she's such a wonderful person, and she deserves everything because of how much stuff she went through. You know?
I don't even know why we're sad. Someone's watching.
Like, it hurts, you know? And like, even then, I just want her. In the end of everything, alright, I could be mad at her, sad, freaking disgusted or anything. Just at the end of the day, I just want her to be happy. I'm sure that's the same thing for you, Brian. You know, even at
Yeah.
the end of the day, you're just like, as long as I see her,
Like
she's generally
yeah,
happy
like
by the end of the day.
I can see
That's
that
all
she's
I
happy,
want.
man. That's the thing.
Same
Bro,
thing.
I can see that
Same
she's
thing with
like
her,
that.
man.
I'm saying,
I can't be mad
never.
at that. She's happy.
Bro, I just want to say something. Like, I have female friends who I wanted to get with, who I liked, who I wanted to like try and be with. But if they don't feel that way, I'm like, damn. Can we still be friends? And if we kind of get close, I'll be like, I'll think of you as a sister. That way, like, I can still talk to her, but eh.
Yeah, that
It's
makes
like
sense. I get
it's
you.
like I kind of have a love for him, but now it's more of a kind of a friend sibling bond, a friend sibling love. That's
No, I get
basically
what
how
you
I
mean.
see it
I
now.
have that with some girls too.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, here's the thing. Like, I know even like the lust.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, and you know her friend Andy, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I'm mature enough to know what it means to be like sexually attracted to someone or just like complimenting them. So I told Andy that her friend is really nice and she's cute too. So you know that's pretty good. And then she comes over. She's like, Jacob, do you like me? I'm like, what? Like I'm literally just like I finished my paper. She's like, and she's like, yeah, do you like me? I'm like, yeah, no, not really. She's like, that's not what I heard. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, Irene said you're cute. Or like, no, Irene told me that you said that I was cute. So I thought like, you know, you'd like me. I'm like, no. Like, I like you as a person, and I complimented you, but it's not like you call someone cute. You're just like, that's it. I want them right now. It's like, no. If I really love someone, I call them beautiful. That's like I tell my like I told you guys that I find Layla very beautiful. It's because I love her. But if I just like compliment someone and say like if it, like I call you guys the cuties or the handsome or some shit like that, that's because you're friends. You know, we're just like
Yeah.
fuck you. But,
Yeah.
but it's
Hey,
just like a compliment.
Yeah.
Where, like,
We talk
to
shit
me,
to
words
each
don't
other, but
mean
we
value.
know it's coming from
But
like
words
we got
that
love.
that if I were to put words that would describe Layla in my eyes is perfect, beautiful, angel girl. I like she defends herself, but that's the only time that she like tries to go after. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that say that she like isn't a good person because she did this, she did. Like, yeah, I know her past, but that's not her as of right now.
She
It's like,
never
even,
like.
it's like I know people say people don't change, but I'm like, yeah, but what happens if there is a chance that they could? With the person that I love, I'm gonna see if I could take that chance.
My past is so fucked up. I'm surprised about myself that I've changed. Like, I don't even know what happened to me to get to this point where I'm with you guys.
It's like even if I live in the past and I every day I relive the mistakes, cause I fucking hate myself.
If you could
For
do
not
something different,
seeing
you
how
could.
great she was. That when she liked me, I should have gone with her. But I saw her beauty too late. And as she lost feelings for me, as soon as I gained feelings for her. And it's been months since
Yeah. Wait till
I
you
fell
hit
for
the
it.
1 year mark, brother. Just gonna hit different.
It's getting pretty close there.
Just gonna hit different, bro. Trust me.
It's like even then, I know I can't be mad at her. You know.
That's what.
I mean, it hurts me every
That's
time
what's
to see that I get left on red from her. But I literally find myself making excuses for her. I'm like, oh, she left me on red. Oh, she's probably busy. She's probably doing that. Especially, it hurts so much to see myself make excuses for her, and then see her go on a date with another guy after I told her. Like, that day just fucked me up so much. It hurt me. Like, I'm not even gonna lie about that. It fucking hurt me. It destroyed me. And every night since then, I listen to music in my room, and I just stare at the ceiling. I don't even try to fall asleep or anything. I just stare at the ceiling and I relive my past mistakes.
Yeah.
If I do
Like,
you
it
didn't
just,
relive that shit, I will literally cut myself right then and there if I relive it or rethink it.
it's
Yeah.
like, also, here, I've had thoughts of that, you know, suicide. But then I remember, like, I'm sad as hell and shit, but me and my family are like super close, and like I know it's very sad that I can't really say that for Brian. I don't know about your family,
Yeah.
Adrian. I mean, your mom seems nice.
Yeah.
You know, she's very nice.
Make some bomb ass chicken, that's for sure. God damn.
And now we bought it.
Bomb ass chicken.
I mean, we
Bomb-ass
we
rice,
bought
too.
it, but the rice.
Yeah, I was gonna say bomb ass rice too. It wasn't too.
I'm pretty sure
Going
the
off
chicken
topic.
didn't come pre-seasoned, though.
But you know, I've had thoughts. Like I can easily just like go in my parents' closet while they're asleep because I stay up the latest. I'm still up. Like I could literally just like go in my parents' room, just get my dad's gun. I'm like, all right, this is it. Just that's it. Or I could just go. I could. No, I mean, of course I'm not gonna just be like, all right, see you guys, boom, and like, yeah, no.
I beat your horse, bro. God, I'm trying to sleep in my fucking in my room at the corner of my bed,
Like,
bro.
I
know you're my son-in-law, but
I feel like if Brian's kid like did do
it.
that, he would be mad. Not the fact that like his kid offed himself. He'd be mad at the fact like, fucking bitch, wake me up. Just like beating with the bell.
First I'll be like, bro, you got it on the fucking wall and on the fucking sheets. Come on, bro. You could have done better
Come
than
on,
that.
man. These are my new pajamas.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You
Nah,
could have done better than that.
but like even for real, it's like, alright, I do it, and then I think about it, I'm like, what's that gonna fucking change though? Like, what good is gonna come out if I do it?
Yeah.
You know, like if I do it, in my head I'm like, shit, my life isn't fucking worth much. I could just fucking off myself right now. What's in the world? What's it gonna change?
Yeah.
Like, what is it going to change?
Man,
And I hate myself so much for thinking that. Cause I'm like, okay, if I do it, what, is this gonna make her feel better that I'm gone? Is it gonna make my parents feel better? Is it like, if I kill myself, my dog's not even gonna know what happened to me. They're just gonna be like, yo, why is he sleeping on the floor? And then that's it. Police come, boom, body gun, never gonna see me again. Alright, like, I don't want, like, every time I have those thoughts, I instantly think, I'm like, do I really want the last time my parents to see me inside of a morgue? Is that really what I want to put my family through? Like, especially like, if I end up in the hospital with COVID, and all my friends come, yeah, that's why, like, I don't want to, like, risk anything for anyone. Like, if I see her go outside with no mask, I'm like, I want to, like, text her immediately, like, bitch, you better go back in your house and get that mask, because I don't want I want to make it to be the last time I see you and your beautiful smile is to be in the freaking deathbed at the hospital. No, that's why I care a lot about my family and friends. I'm like, I don't want to see them on their last breath. And then I think about that whenever I want to kill myself. I'm like, I say all this, but then I'm a fucking hypocrite if I do that, because then the next time they're gonna see me, I'm gonna be in a fucking coffin, and then that's it. You're never gonna see me again. And do I really want to put my family through that? Do I really want to put my friends through that? And then that's why I now say, if you commit suicide, you're a fucking coward. It's harsh, but at least it prevents people from doing it. And I guess you could argue, like if someone kills themselves, and I call them a coward, they're like, well, you might not know the pain they're going through. I'm like, well, yes, I fucking do, because I've had thoughts of doing it myself.
Everyone's gone through it, but the people who do it, I want to say they're weak.
It's like, if
you
needed help that bad to the point where you wanted to commit suicide and you actually went through with it, and you completely thought it through, and you said, yeah, this is a great fucking idea, I'm just gonna end my life right here, right now. Like, why didn't you fucking speak up? Alright, if you could be a random stranger. and they'll be like, "Hey man, you know, like if I'm in like a donut shop, just minding my business, and some guy, you know, I see him come in and he's sad and shit, you know, and he sits down and he starts crying, I'm gonna obviously go up to them and I'm be like, "Hey bro, you know, what's going on?" And he tells me what I, you know, just told you guys. I'm obviously gonna try to help the guy. You know, like
Yeah.
it's like, I know it's a tough topic for people. I know some people don't like to say it, and that's why, like with Adrian, and he said he wanted to kill himself. I'm like, bro, just don't fucking kill yourself, bro. That's the most stupidest thing you could do.
Yeah. Don't be white, bro. You already played with Blade, bro. You're doing enough damage.
Like, it's like it's also
Yeah.
it's also
No,
like,
man,
you can, it's like, okay, you kill yourself, then what? Gonna go to heaven? I don't think the fuck not. You know, if people don't believe in heaven and be like, you know, heaven or hell, or like, you know, Christianity or Catholic.
Bro, I've had these thoughts since I was fucking 5 years old.
You know, and
I
then
mean, like,
it's like if you don't believe in it, it's like, okay, but why take that chance? You know, if there's people that say you die, and it's either a 50-50 chance that you go to, I mean, it's not a 50-50 chance, but you know,
yeah.
like, you could either go to heaven or hell. Why take that chance? Because if you kill yourself, you don't get into heaven. You go
Yeah,
straight to hell, and guess what? You kill yourself to avoid the pain, but guess what? Now you're just gonna go back to pain 10 times worse than that.
Yeah.
And this time, you can't escape from it. And I know some people are like, okay, but reincarnation? I'm like, yeah, but you kill yourself, you leave everything behind. Like, I know if you killed yourself, there were bad things that led up to it. But there's a reason why you survived that long. There were good memories, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I think this all stemmed when my grandpa passed. Yeah. He was the only one I was around a lot. The best male role model I could have. And died of cancer when I was 4, 5 years old. Been to therapy till I was fucking 13. This shit never helped. Never ever fucking helped. Now I'm wondering if I should go back to therapy.
I need to do that. It was for me. It started in like 7th and 8th grade because that's when I told my mom I was bi, right? And obviously my mom being my mom, you know, she's super religious and shit. So obviously she didn't take it, you know, lightly. And I was like, just don't tell anybody else in our family, like my aunt and shit, like just don't tell anybody, just please. But of course she tells everybody. And then she told my fucking dad. My dad calls me a fucking faggot and shit. And then he forces me to go to therapy. That didn't work because, you know, my therapist didn't really give a shit. She was just like, oh, you're bi? Cool. Right. And then she's like, so why did your parents send you here? Like, are you having like suicidal thoughts? I was like, no, they sent me here because I told them I was bi. She's like, well, that's retarded. So every other session after that, we usually just chilled in there, just talked about different shit. And then my mom was like, so that's not working, so she sent me to a conversion camp where they beat me with sticks and shit. Which sucked.
A conversion camp, is that like what they call
That's
straight camp?
The conversion camp is where they force gay people to be straight.
So straight camp.
Essentially, yeah, they're like, we can cure homosexuality. I'm like, nah, you can just abuse the shit out of this shit.
I'm pretty sure that that's against the law now.
Now, yeah. Like 6 years ago, it was 6 years ago, it was not. And then, you know, like, some of my friends, you know, like, killing themselves and shit, I didn't know. One friend that did kill himself, that really affected, he did it after I left his house.
Well, I mean, like that day.
that I walked out
Like
of
as
his
soon as
house
you left, and then like the
to the
next day, you're
curb,
just like,
and Jacob, I heard him shoot himself.
oh, so he did it
I walked out of his
as
house
literally as soon as you left.
telling this guy, hey, I love you, man. I swear, dude, he almost broke down in front of me when I said that. And he just said I love you too. I gave him a hug for at least like 4 minutes. I walked onto the curb. I heard a gunshot. I turned around
Ran
and
back inside.
I didn't run back inside.
What'd you do? You just called the police?
No, cause his house was like the third one on the block, and I was already at the first one, so I didn't even know it was his house until like I heard his mom scream, and then I walked to the front of his house, and I was able to see that he killed himself.
I'm not gonna ask you to like describe what you saw, because I'm pretty sure it was pretty fucking gory.
Dude.
Like it's like you take that, and what good came out of it?
Yeah,
Like he did it, and
this was my freshman year. It was the week. It was 3 days before one of our concerts, and I even told my band director, I was like, I can't do this. I really can't. And he understood why he couldn't. And he was just like, it's okay. Like I couldn't sit there and play the fucking trumpet. After that, So like like every time I have other people, like if they joke about it, I really don't care. Like I can tell they're joking about it.
but as soon as you see them like,
But when I see that they're
seriously saying
serious
it,
about it, that's when I'm like, right, dude, I don't fuck with this shit, man. I was
yeah,
like,
Adrian, bitch.
Nah, at times with Adrian, I'm like, yeah, I can tell you something.
It's like, I don't want to die, but I don't want to live.
Well then, that's because you haven't lived yet.
Oh, you can say
That's
that.
the same thing with like people who like scared of dying. Like if you live your whole life in fear of dying, then it's already killed you. Nice.
I don't fear death.
I don't. I like every day I'm like I could try at least to do one thing that would make this day great. Because obviously I don't know when I'm gonna die. It could be tomorrow or like 30 years from now. It doesn't matter. Yeah, like every day I try to do one good thing. Either for someone else or just simple shit, pick up trash. Like simple shit like that, Like it doesn't have to be gigantic, but one good thing or more each day. I try to do.
You don't have to worry about me fucking doing it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had thoughts, but I'm not gonna act on it.
I've had thoughts of doing it. I've come close to doing it. And like for a while, every time I came close to it, obviously there was hesitation, but not like I was scared like, oh, I'm gonna die. I always thought of how people's lives would be after that. Because every time it happens, I think back to like what I saw, and I'm like, I can't do this to people, man. I don't want people,
Like, especially after, like, what they'll feel because you've had first-hand experience.
Exactly.
So
Like I don't want people's last thought of me to be, like I don't want them to think of it like, oh, how could he do this? So after that, it just became a point of like hoping that I would die of like in an accident or some shit. So they'll just remember me as like, oh, like he was a good guy and all this shit, instead of like, oh, I can't believe he did this. You know what I mean? Like I don't want people to remember me as more of a piece of shit than I already am. And it's, like, if I die, I want people to remember me.
But
For
not
at
for
least,
that
like, at
reason.
least how I, yeah. Definitely not for that reason, no. I mean, like, when my friend did it, like, I'm not gonna say like, I don't blame him for it, you know, his life was absolute shit. Like, it was worse than mine, but, like, I don't blame him, man. There's so much shit happening to him, I was the only one that knew where he lived, too, which was even worse. Cause I was like, was I really the only person that, like, cared about this kid?
And then it fucking eats you up inside.
And it sucks, cause I'm like, I'm pretty sure I made him feel something that he hasn't never felt. Was it enough for him to think that he should keep going? No, which sucks. But I could tell that, you know, I did something for him. You know, he started doing a lot more shit after I was like hanging out with him. You know, like he was in band, like that's how I met him. And he wouldn't talk at all. Like he would just sit there quiet, like I would understand some things. He would, like, when he nodded his head in a certain direction, I would be like, oh, okay, so I go pick that up, you know, like shit like that. And then, you know, he would talk and all this shit. And it got to the point where I would even get him to, like, laugh in class, you know? It was great. And now it's like 8 months knowing him. And, you know, and then that happens. And it really fucking sucks. That's also the reason I started watching anime too, because, you know, he liked that shit. You know?
Yeah.
And it's just the reason I started watching it. You know, it just reminds me of him every time. And just, I'm so glad that, like, the last time I saw him happy, it was great, man. It was after band practice one time. We went to Taco Bell. This was freshman year, so, like, obviously none of us worked. So when we had a lot of money, we were like, hey, we fucking this shit up. Me and this kid, we ordered 400 fucking tacos, dude, at Taco Bell. I felt so bad for the fucking minimum wage workers, being like, I really have to make 400 fucking tacos on my closing shift. And I was like, yeah, sorry. We ordered 400. Took it back to school. This was like a 30-minute walk, so it was tacos were kind of cold by the time we got to the school. Our backpacks were heavy as shit. We emptied out our fucking cases where, like, our instruments were, just to carry more tacos in there. It was so dumb. It was great, you know. It took us like 2 hours to finish them, because only like 30 kids stayed after. And it was the best memory, man. We were there for school. We had to bring our own fucking, like, lamps, I guess, because, like, the lights on the field turn off after a certain time. So we brought our own lamps. We had them out. We were there until like probably 1 or 2 in the morning. I've never seen them smile that much, man. Just seeing that was absolutely great. And I'm just glad. Like, obviously that's not my last memory of him, but it's my last, like, good memory of him. You know, I'm glad that it's that. I really am. But yeah, you know, I don't fuck around when it comes to people, like, being serious about it. I really don't.
Good thing I didn't open up to you. Like, till, well, art class, like,
Yeah.
maybe last year. Because senior year definitely changed me. I'm more
No.
open towards like my friends. Cause she asked me into this back in like freshman year or something like that, I would have just fucking ignored you.
Yeah.
That's like a thing that I stop with sometimes. Is that I just sometimes I can't open up to people because of trust issues I had.
Yeah.
No, I'm afraid to tell Layla how I really am. I'm afraid that after I tell her, that's the last thing she's gonna remember me by, because we're gonna like stop talking.
Yeah.
It's definitely hurts, man.
It does. It does. Yeah.
And I'm glad now that I'm able to do this. But then again, I'm also fucking mad at myself for waiting this long. Like, I'm mad at myself for letting it go on for so long that I was gonna, you know, kill myself. Like, I've had multiple moments in my grandma's house where I just thought, I'm like, I could just take this knife right now and just slit my throat. And what are they gonna do? Call the police? I'm gonna bleed out. You know, like I know that sounded vulgar, but that's nowhere close to what I wanted to do to myself before. I kind of like use that idea of like the pain to me to make myself a better person. I mean, like, I know I talk a lot of shit on Adrian, but it's like, I still see him as my friend.
I got thick skin. Talk all the shit you want, man. I don't give a fuck.
It's like, I know, yeah, but it's like, still. It's like, I use that as a way to cope for myself. Cause I used to be like Adrian once when I was little. Like, me and my cousin, like, not the one that I'm like super close with, it's like the other one, where I had to move schools because he was bullying me. I mean, now we're cool. He says he didn't, but to me it really was. Maybe it wasn't, I don't know, maybe I was just a dramatic child. But it made it up to me where I had it.
Yeah. I think we're all like that, where we over exaggerate little things. That's every child at this point.
Oh, trust me, I fucking over exaggerate a lot of things. Like, do you realize how excited I get whenever, like, I get a notification from her? When I get a notification from anyone.
I feel you on that one.
They know how much it fucking hurts me. So after I text them, it takes them fucking days to text back.
Yeah.
Bro. This one girl I'm texting, like, I can't even fucking describe it. She's a nice person. Like, I sing to her just cause, as I always do it with a lot of girls I know. But a lot of them never message me saying they want a song, except her. Cause like I always bring up the question like, hey, do you want one? But then one day, message from her saying like, yo, I'm not saying yo, but more like, can you sing me a song? I'm like, finally, someone wants me. Or like wants me to make them happy with something.
Mm. That's sick as shit, man.
Yeah.
And like,
So,
it gets to the point where porn doesn't even do it for me.
I haven't jacked off in so long, dude.
It's like, you do it too long.
Like-
You do it so much. I found out I do it 10,000 times a year.
Now hold on a minute. There's 365 days a year. That's 53 weeks. You do that shit 10,000 times a year. That's like, hold
For
on, doing the math right now.
3 days a year. Three times a day.
Dick,
To year, I was gonna say,
you're beating your dick like 4 or 5
Bro,
times
your
a day.
mic.
Oh, you good.
bro, I don't know if you're doing that on purpose, Brian, but your mic is fucked up.
Yeah.
My mic is like in between my neck and my fucking shirt.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
It was
It's-
on my throat.
3 times a day,
All I heard
about
was,
Yeah, it was a,
43 times a week. 10,000 times a year.
43 times, 7 days in a week. I can't even do the math for that. I'm out of it, dude.
no, I'm about to.
I think this is the most I've ever like talked to the whole thing with Patty. Like I know I talk about it a lot, but I think this is the most I've said like what I've actually watched. Go on.
Makes sense. So, I basically was so deprived of love that I started.
You're an only fan. Oh god.
No, not in
Go on.
but I
And you're an only Chan?
have you seen that anime, Rental Girlfriend?
Hey, where you going with this, Jacob?
Nope.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Nick, besides that, where are you going with this?
I got so desperate to the point where I was thinking about just going up to random girls and just basically prostitution.
That's something.
Like, I make a lot of jokes about going up to a prostitute and just asking for photos. I was legit one day about to do that. That's how depressed I was.
That. Damn.
I thought I was desperate.
I mean, I just punch my wall when I feel like that, which obviously isn't
Man, that's
healthy,
alright.
I can't do that.
Like, before I started working, like, I wanted to do, like, a martial art. Like, something to not only, like, take my mind off it, but obviously get me in shape. I mean, construction is gonna fucking do that anyways, but yeah. But yeah, that's essentially it.
I miss my sophomore body.
The
Well, it's
fittest
like
I've
with my
ever been
body,
was my freshman year. I almost had I almost had a fucking 6-pack my freshman year, dude.
I almost had a 4-pack.
It went fucking
I
downhill from
almost had a 20-pack McDonald's.
there. Fire. Chicken nuggets.
Here's the thing though, it's like, I know people work out to get strong or for the perfect body. Well, I'm kind of ashamed of my body, but I kind of got over it. That's also a reason why it pisses me off whenever she says like, my body's imperfect. I'm like, bitch, you better love that gorgeous body.
People who say that, I'm like, you do not know
basically-
what it's like to be me. Being fat as fuck. Ugly as hell. It's like, people don't give a fuck about the personality. They give a fuck about the body.
Yeah.
There are people who are like that, and there are people who aren't. It's hard to find the people who are not.
It makes it fucking harder, the fact that I don't like her for her body. I don't care about fucking sex. I just want to be with her. But then it fucking gets me when all of a sudden it got to me so much, like it made me self-conscious about everything. Where she went on a date with that one guy after I told her that I liked her. And then a couple of days ago, she put on her freaking TikTok that when she was looking in for a guy, I'm like, this is fucking me. Everything she likes, I like. And everything that she can support on, I support.
Yeah, dude, Patty did the same shit. And I'm just like, are you like, this is what just the past, like, year, dude. This is what I've been doing. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
And then after that, it's like, you think, like, did everything I fucking do for you just worthless? Like, did I really just waste my time?
Exactly. Fucking exactly, dude.
And with me,
Okay, good. My broadcast. Oh, okay, good. It doesn't end.